So what they're going to get is her OnlyFans account, and they're also going to get the reaction that... Look at this. I want to make sure you... I want to make sure you guys see this. Look, this is the Charlie Gold reaction that sunk Chantel. You see, it's all there. So let's do it. Goodbye, Patreon. Foodie Beauty, you piece of garbage.
Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Love you so much. One of the best reaction channels out there. Don't you forget it.
Would you still do YouTube if you didn't get paid? Fuck no. No.
Chantel.
I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know, fuck.
She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders.
Stop looking at it. Hey guys, today is March 10th, 2022, the day after Chantel was finally terminated from the YouTube platform. And let's just have some thoughts on what happened yesterday and what we're going to do today. So yesterday, after her channel got yeeted early in the morning, she went to her already established OnlyFans. And she did a heavily drug-influenced rambling live on the OnlyFans, which she flashed the audience her boobs, and she says she does that so that no one can stream snipe what she is producing there live at that moment. And after she was done on the OnlyFans, she told everybody that she would be back later in the day at 9 p.m. And so we all got ready for it. And especially myself, because I was going to do a description live of what she was doing. I wasn't going to stream snap. I wasn't going to play the audio. I wasn't going to, make ongoing digital screen grabs. I did take pictures with my iPhone, which were imperfect and were photographs of my desktop and what was going on at the same time, and I was just letting y'all know what was happening live. So I was hoping that she was going to do that at 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. came, and she went into her OnlyFans, and she said, "Ugh, it doesn't work. Ugh, I can't make it to work." Of course, it was working earlier the same day, and she said, "Oh, ugh, I can't make it work. I'm going to go try Patreon." And the thing was, she went over to Patreon within about 4 minutes. And she wasn't just going over there to try Patreon. The Patreon was already set up and waiting. That takes hours to put together. And so she did the bait and switch, and she left her poor Beezers. I was there for the comments because I'm a member of hers at, I don't like to say it like that. I'm paying for a membership at OnlyFans to check what she's doing. And she left all her Beezers behind, crying for her attention, saying, "We already paid for YouTube and you got yeeted, and then we paid for either 10 or 20, depending on when they joined up, 5, 10, 20, 5 or 20 rather. And now you want us to go pay more to go to Patreon?" She could have made the Patreon $1. She made it $13.50 Canadian, or $10 American, or $67 Canadian, or $50 American, and it was $50 US if you wanted to have her live there. So she did the old bait and switch, and like I said before, the VIBeezers are sad, desperate, broken people, and they just want their sense of community around this wildebeest. And so I was not going for that. And that was all running on their Crowdcast thing, which is the Patreon product for the live streaming. And of course, I was not going to be doing any stream sniping, and I just carried on chatting with all the folks that I had on live. Thanks for coming by that evening, by the way. And let me interrupt myself here. One other thing. You can do whatever you want. And if you want to join Chantel's Patreon, go on ahead and do it. Thing is, you should know that Chantel, I remind you, her channel on YouTube is gone. I remind you that she has doxed several people over the years. And she just go ahead and do it. And then she says, "Oops." If you join her up on Patreon, it says here, your name and email address will be shared with the host. I had a Patreon for another channel. Yes, we end up with your real name and your real email address. So given that Chantel has a history of doxing people on what used to be her YouTube channel, you might want to think twice before you sign up for anything she does on Patreon. Okay, back to the story here. So then, as we were chatting, she did come back much later that same night, yesterday, and she went on for a few minutes into the early morning hours of today, meaning just a few minutes past midnight. And so what we're going to get done here today is we're going to have a look at her Patreon. Okay, so here it is, and oh, by the way, this is the big banner picture there. Okay, see, that's it. There she is. She considers herself to be a boss bitch now, and with the tattoo and the nose piercing to go along with the whatever the heck else she already has. And so let's just go have a little tour of her Patreon. Okay, let's have a tour of this thing. So that's Foodie Beauty is creating vlogs, live streams, and more. You know, you got to put something in there, so she put that. And they're very important beezers. $13.50 a month. I'm in Canada, so it comes up in Canadian money here. If you're in the US of A, it comes up as $10 real money. And what you get is, you get the pleasure of providing general support. Beezers unite here. You get ad-free content. Wow. As if there'd be any ads there to begin with. You get a live chat, such that it is. She wasn't selecting that option last night. And you get a private community, so to speak. Now this one here is the dirty one. It says it's $67 per month Canadian, which is $50 real money. And she says, oh, it's limited. There's only 36 remaining. Of course, we cannot trust Chantel. When she fills these up, she'll just open up a bunch more. So she says, this is where I will go and talk most intimately, meaning dirty. Need a good group I can talk to and open up. General support, ad-free content, live chat like the other ones, private community, private live hangouts, and of course, this is the dirty one. The dirty stories is here. So let's go down a little bit more. Now here's the biography. Wait, let me leave the worst or the best or the worst to last. Yeah, that's the worst to last. So let me bring it down here first. Okay, that's the bottom of it. Bring it up, and blah 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 blah. I'm just showing it to you. Okay. All right. Okay, here. It says, about Foodie Beauty. And it is, quote, hey there, recently kicked off of YouTube for being too controversial. Give me a break. I decided to try my shot at Patreon. Here I will have mischievous fun, lol, and upload loads of content, including live streams, vlogs of my life, travels, love life, and more. Just a happy fat gal finding herself after an abusive relationship, all while trying to survive an eating disorder and mental illness. Close quote. Now, there's plenty here, which are all lies. So she says, hey there, like she's introducing herself to new customers. Recently kicked off of YouTube for being too controversial. That's not accurate. She was kicked off of YouTube for going into a teeny bopper video website and walking past the first 17-year-old she found until she found a boy who was anywhere from 12 to 14 years of age.
Just so we're clear, when it comes to that second user that she just said show bobs to, he didn't look a day over 12. 14 if you want to be generous. He didn't look a day over 12.
And he was talking to her, and she didn't let him know that she was live streaming him on YouTube at the same time on her for-profit channel. And while he was talking to her, he pulled out his wiener, and she just laughed at it, and then she shortly thereafter deleted it. And as lawyers say, you knew or ought to have known that something like that could have happened. And she was a predator going into this teeny bopper website and hunting down, well, I'm just going to say it was a boy. So she got a hold of a minor she was looking for minors to talk to, and she found this minor and used him for content without telling him that he was providing content for her for-profit channel on the YouTube platform. And so it's something that she made happen, something that she pursued, and she ended up producing a tiny bit of minor involvement in nudity on YouTube. And what she likes to tell people is she was porno bombed and it was a setup. It's impossible to be a setup because they didn't know she was coming. They weren't waiting to do this. She went in there looking for fun, and she should have realized after she went through the first one, which was 17 years old, you better get off this Omegla website is what it is, and just leave it alone, Chantel. And she did not. Chantel Olive Marie Sorrow went on. And that's what she got. And she just dirty deleted it, and yet she still continued to talk in an erotic way about that boy.
I mean, like, I'm assuming you're talking about the terms of service as the wiener showing. Oh, God. That was bad. That was bad. No, he wasn't a minor. Did he look like a friggin' minor to you? There's nothing minor about him. A minor with a 15-inch wiener. Yeah, right. Well, I don't know, but he was like double-handing it.
And it is thanks to a great reaction. Not just a great reaction, it is the greatest Chantel reaction ever. And I said so on the day it was live, published, which was March 5th, 2022, entitled How to Save Thousands on a Defense Team. Live reaction, published by Charlie Gold. That is correct, Charlie Gold. Thanks to that great reaction, Chantel's channel got terminated from the YouTube platform. And I suggest you go over there and watch it and give it a like. Now, back to Chantel, what she's doing with Patreon. For her to say, I know there's a lot of talking, okay? We're going to have fun. I'm going to report it here. Okay? Never mind, there's been a lot of talk. There's no other way to do this, okay? So she's telling folks that she was yeeted from YouTube for being too controversial. That's not the story. She's lying. And well, she's promising to upload loads of content, including live streams, vlogs of her life, travels, love life, and more. This is the same thing she's been promising people on her YouTube and charging money for. All she do is sit in front of a camera and get high and tell dirty stories. And she says, just a happy fat gal finding herself. That's what she's been doing on other channel for 6 years straight. The abusive relationship was all a phony, fake, made-up fight for clicks and money. And she's trying to survive an eating disorder. That's another lie, because she fakes illnesses for money. Years ago, she said she had fatty liver disease. Then she stopped talking about it, and she deleted the videos which she said it. Then she brought it up again. Just like she pretends to have diabetes and pulmonary embolisms and C. diff. Those are things we can't disprove when she says she has them. And anyway, don't worry, we're getting to the fun real soon. It's going to be worth it, okay? I don't lie to you guys. It's going to be worth it. So she took down the first video for the fatty liver disease, and Zachary Michael already made a reaction to it. So we already got the evidence that she fakes illnesses off and on for years and years now for money. So she's saying, oh, I've got an eating disorder. You know, some people have disorders and some people just choose to sit around the house and enjoy their free money and eat. Some folks are just lazy. It's like, what kind of disorder do we have here? Laziness and enjoying being a pig. And as for the mental illness, she fakes clinical depression off and on. She's never been clinical depressed in her life. She says she has anxiety. She has no anxiety problems either. It's just lies, lies, lies. And the most important thing here is she was not yeeted from YouTube for being too controversial. This is unfair to YouTube and unfair to anybody who wants to be a customer of hers at Patreon. And it's also unfair to Patreon itself. So I'm going to report her to Patreon. I'm going to send Patreon that video that Charlie Gold did. Let's do it. Report this creator. I sure will. What are you reporting this creator for? something in their Patreon profile or rewards. Something they've posted on Patreon, something they've done. It's like, well, I could do both. Is that possible? Okay. Something in their profile. Well, I'll have to go over this. Something they've done outside of Patreon. Continue. Why are you reporting this creator? The creator is harmful, creates graphic content, creators not violating copyright, no, graphic. This creator, which one should I choose? I'm doing this for the first time. Yeah, I'll say graphic content. This creator, yes, she did. Offensive and glorifying sexual violence, creators exploiting, oh boy, that's the one. This creator creates content featuring illustrated animated with young characters. Wait, okay. I didn't want to screw this up. This is the first time I've gotten on here. Pornographic material. Well, yes, you do. That's a start. She's on OnlyFans. Offensive. Oh, you can only do one. Look at that. I have to choose one. Dang it. Okay, I'm doing this in real time now with no rehearsals. Pornographic, certainly. Offensive. Glorifying sexual violence, exploiting children, creates content featuring illustrations or animations with young characters sexualized. Well, she hasn't done illustrations in it. I can't do that one. Hurting himself, we know she's overeating and doing drugs. Okay, so it can't be that, because I can only choose one. Exploiting, not on an ongoing basis. No, I can't say that. Glorifying sexual crazy. Offensive. It creates pornography. Let's do that. Where should we look? Oh, dang it. Dang it. Okay, wait. I gotta pause for a minute. I gotta pause for a minute. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. I got the Foodie Booty Live from, OnlyFans. Boom! Hours, minutes, seconds. Well, please enter the number to 1 and 8. Heck, 1. What do you want from me? She's got a whole porno dang website, OnlyFans account. What do you want from me? 1 hours, 1 minutes, 1 seconds. Add more. And more evidence. I gotta pause again. I had the Charlie Gold link ready to go. Dang it. Oh, I gotta pause again. Okay, I'm back. More evidence. I'm gonna give them Charlie Gold's video reaction on Chantel. Boop. And that was a 3-hour video. Okay. I hope they give me a chance to explain myself here, because I don't like these form reply things. They don't give you a lot of room to talk. 3 hours, 1 minute, 1 second, whatever. Submit. Well, where do you guys give me a chance to talk about my... I mean, where's... Okay, 3 hours, 1 minute... Well, that's the best I can do. They won't let me explain myself. Okay, so it looks like when I hit the submit button, we're done. So what they're going to get is her OnlyFans account, and they're also going to get the reaction that... Look at this. I want to make sure you... I want to make sure you guys see this. Look, this is the Charlie Gold reaction that sunk Chantel. You see, it's all there. So let's do it. Goodbye, Patreon. Foodie Beauty, you piece of garbage. I probably got Chantel terminated from Patreon. Oh. I wonder what Yabba would say about this. You know what? Who cares? Yabba don't go on camera no more. You know why? She's too busy eating KFC all day. Okay, alright. Okay, let's polish this one off. Okay, thank you for your report. Our trust and safety team will be reporting any accidents. I got it. Great. Do you enjoy this sort of material? Then please subscribe. And it only takes a moment. And you might want to join the channel too for $1.99. We still got the custom emoji of Chantel here. Oh, well, that was too much fun, really. Okay, I gotta stop sitting here laughing. I gotta get this published.